Hello guys, this is Mainak and you're watching Civil Bro. So this is the fourth episode of your building design using ETABS. In the first three episodes, we had covered up to the application of the seismic load. So if you want to watch the first three episodes, you can check out the links in the description if you haven't watched that. So today we're going to continue with assigning our wind load. So for before assigning our wind load, you can download the code, which is IATS 875 part 3 for the wind load. I've given the link in the description. You can download it from there. And after you download it, let me discuss some of the basic aspects of the wind load before applying it in the ETABS model. So basically, if you open this IS 875, part 3, first of all, what I'll advise you, you just write whatever the important things I have written already of the PDF in a particular page so that you can reach everything. This is a map and which the basic wind speeds of overall is defined. Suppose you are in Tripura, Agartala, so the basic wind speed is 55 meter per second. And the next thing is your terrain category, which is important. We have this terrain category of 1, 2. Suppose this category, terrain category 2 is open terrain with scattered obstructions. So in this page 8 of the PDF, the PDF, not the book. So page 8 of the PDF, you'll find clause 6.3, the design wind speed. So design wind speed is basically the basic wind speed, which is VB into K1, K2, K3, K4. So K4 has been added in the latest, IS 875 of 2015. So this is the K4 factor. So basic wind speed is what you can find from the map of area. Suppose somewhere is 50, somewhere is 47, somewhere is 55. And then the K1, K2, K3 factor. So K1 is the probability factor, K2 is the terrain roughness factor, K3 is the topography factor, and K4 is the importance factor for the cyclonic regions, which is added. So if you are in a non-cyclonic area, you can just take K4 as 1. Okay. And if you are in cyclonic area, then you have to see what the value of K4 you want to take. That's it. Things, first of all, we'll just go back to our ETABS model and we'll see what are the things which we can do. First of all, I'll see how to accommodate the elevation view in here as well. Suppose I want to accommodate the elevation view here. So I will go here and I'll just click on add new windows. As you can see, by default the 3D view is open. I make sure to double click on this, and then suppose I want this particular four uh, four grid line, and the four grid line I want to open the elevation. So I'll go to view, then set elevation view, and I'll click on 4 and then OK. So this elevation view is open. So now I have the plan elevation and the 3D view, which I can work on. So before that, another thing I want to do for doing things quickly, I want to quickly go to edit, and I want to you want to just go to this option of edit stories and grid systems, modify story data. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just this is no, and I'm going to make my ground floor roof as my master story, and then I'm going to make this similar to your ground floor roof, so that I can if I add a wind panel to ground floor, it is copied to all other four floors. So I just click on OK, make sure it is saved, and then click on OK again. Okay. So after that, we will add the loads. So for adding the loads, we'll go to define load patterns. So in this load patterns, we'll select here load here WLX plus, and this type will be your wind load, and this auto lateral load will be IS 875. As you can see here, we have this option of IS 875. So there is IS 875 1987, and then there is IS 875 2015. So we'll select IS 875 2015, the latest one. Okay, and after that we can select in this add new load, and after that again the same things will be done. Suppose this will be y minus. So again add new load, and after that WS plus, we'll just click on modify lateral load. We'll do exposure from shell objects, and here the basic wind speed. So as I shown you in the map, the building which I'm going to design, suppose this is in Agartala. So this is our pink, this is zone, sorry, basic wind speed is 55. So we'll take here a wind speed of 55, and then the terrain category. So terrain category also I had shown you. So this terrain category, as you can see, like ours is in the category 2 because we have scattered buildings around. So it will be terrain category 2, and then is the importance factor. So what is the importance factor? Is importance factor is nothing but the K4 factor which we had shown you. So the K4 for the non-cyclonic zones is we can take as 1. So this is the K4 or the importance factor for non-cyclonic zone. K4 factor is 1. In Agartala, there is a non-cyclonic zone, so you can take as 1. If you are in a cyclonic zone like Bhubaneswar, you have to take that. Then there is a risk factor of the K1. So in this table 1, you'll find the value of K1 for different basic wind speed. For our wind speed is 55, and we have all general buildings. So our K1 factor will be your 1. So as you can see, for various types of buildings, like for temporary buildings, if it were, it would be 0.67. For buildings and structure, representing low degree of hazards, it would be other. For hospitals, it will be 1.08. But in our case, it is 1. So this K1 factor, it will go down as 1. So now we need to see the K3 factor. So K3 factor is actually, valid for your hilly regions. For non-hilly regions, it is ignored since Agartala is a non-hilly region. So we can take as K3 factor as 1. Otherwise, you have to compute as per this given data. I'll also show you that in another video if you are in a hilly zone. So for non-hilly zone, it will be 1. And when we apply it, it will be start from this bottom story, which is our plinth level. So it will start from plinth level and up to will go up to the highest floor. So it will click on OK. So the same thing I have to repeat for this as well. So I'll just click here, modify lateral load data, exposure from shell objects, basic wind speed of 55, terrain category will be 2, importance factor 1, it will all this will be 1, and this will be starting from the plinth level, and then click on OK. And so just click on OK. So this is saved. So along all the outer grids, we'll just apply our wind panels or zero weight masonry walls. So for that, already we have make the similar stories. So we'll just select here similar stories, and then we'll just click on this quick draw wall floor. So now if you click on one wall, as you can see, all will be selected. So similarly, we will open our grid line of A. So we'll just select this elevation view, and view set elevation view will open our A, and then click on OK. And then we'll just apply all this walls. Again, next we need to open our grid line 1. So just select this and click on view, and after that we'll just click set elevation view, select 1, click on OK. Then we'll just do this, and then this will be ABC. So we'll just select this again and view, set elevation view, let's open C, click on OK. Let's apply this like this. So along all the outer grids, I have applied the wind panels. So now we're going to apply the wind pressure coefficients. For that, let's select all the walls one by one. Suppose we'll select the walls in your elevation view of the particular grid A. So that is the wind along the positive x direction. So first of all, we have to know how the wind acts. So basically we have this here, a particular building. So the wind is coming from left to right. So this particular wall along with the wind acts is called the windward wall, where a push force or a push pressure is created, and the opposite side all of this particular wall is called the leeward wall, where a suction force or a negative pull is created. So we'll apply in our building wind in the positive x direction and the negative y direction. So in the positive x direction, the pressure coefficient will keep as 0.8, and in the leeward wall, it will be 0.5. Similarly, in this particular wall, it will be 0.8. This is and in the leeward wall, it will be 0.5. So like this, we'll apply the wind along positive x and negative y. So first of all, let's open the positive x face, that is the wall along the grid line A. So we'll just click on this elevation view, set elevation view, and go to click on A and click on OK. And after that, we'll just make sure we don't have any thing selected. Let's click on escape. So with this arrow, select all this, walls. After that, go to assign, and we'll go to assign shell loads, wind pressure coefficient, and WLX plus will select, and since this is the windward wall, select the windward wall and we'll select a coefficient of 0.8 and then click on OK. So we applied our loads on the windward walls. So if you want this to display, just double click on this and click on display and load assigns, and then your shell load, and then WLX plus, and then wind pressure, and then click on apply and then OK. So once I can see this is visible here as well, it was earlier also visible in the elevation view. So after that, what we'll select the leeward wall. So leeward wall will be our A, B, C. So we'll just click on here and go to your view, and we'll select here this set elevation view, go to C, click on OK, and C is selected. Select this walls of the C and go to assign, and then shell loads, and then wind pressure coefficient, and this will be WX plus, this will be 0.5, and this is the leeward wall. So the leeward wall, click on OK. So now as you can see, the wind load is applied on the leeward wall as well. So after that, what you can do is select the walls of along these sides, that is the 4. So select this and select your view and set elevation view, select 4 and click on OK. And after that, we'll make the selection and then go to assign. Same thing, we'll repeat wind pressure coefficient WLY minus 0.8, and then windward side, click on OK. And after that, we'll just open our grid 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll open 1. So select here and then go to view, set elevation view, select your 1, then click on OK. And then select this wall with similar stories, and after that go to assign and then go to your shell loads, and then wind pressure coefficient WLY minus leeward side 0.5. So we'll just click on here OK. So after that, winds have been applied. If you want to see this here, just select this, go to display, load assigns, shell WLY minus, click on OK. So you can see the loads along the Y direction as well. So like this, you can change your things in the 3D view. So right now we have applied the wind load. So it's time that you also do the steps. And if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. Also drop a like. It helps us to reach more people and gives us encouragement. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.